In this lectures, we are discussing about the optical pyrometers. इस वीडियो में हम ऑप्टिकल पायरोमीटर के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताऊंगा ऑप्टिकल पायरोमीटर के बारे में। ये ऑप्टिकल पायरोमीटर होता क्या है, ये वर्क कैसे होता है, इसके कौन कौन से कंपोनेंट है, इसके एडवांटेजेस क्या है, डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या है, ये कहाँ पर यूज़ करता है। तो ऑप्टिकल पायरोमीटर क्या होता है? एक ऑप्टिकल पायरोमीटर इज़ नथिंग बट द टेम्परेचर मेजरिंग डिवाइस और it is a non-contact type, and these optical parameters used for measuring the temperature of furnaces, molten metal as well as the overheated materials. Then it works on the principle of matching the brightness of an object to the brightness of an filament which is placed inside the pyrometer. This is the basic principle of optical pyrometer. Now, what are its constructions and workings? This optical pyrometer consists of a cylindrical tube. Inside the cylindrical tube, there is an eyepiece which is placed at one end, and there is an objective lens which is placed at the other end. Inside these tubes there is a reference temperature lamp. These reference temperature lamp are placed in between the red filter and the absorption screen. Inside this lamp there is an filament. These filaments are connected with the battery, rheostat and multimeter. There is another two component. There is an red filter as well as an absorption screens. Red filters are placed in between the eyepiece as well as reference temperature lamp. The main function of this red filter is to provide the monochromatic lights. Another function of the other component is the absorption screen. The main function of this absorption screen is to vary the range of temperature of these optical pyrometers. Then how it works? This is the hot body which continuously emits the thermal radiations. These thermal radiations are focused on this lamp with the help of this objective lens. Here is the reference temperature lamp. This reference temperature lamp is provided current with the help of battery. With the help of the battery, the current is provided to the lamp, and according to the current provided to this lamp, the brightness of this lamp is increases or the decreases. Here is the brightness of the both lamp as well as the hot body. It can be seen through the eyepiece by the observer. Once the brightness of the both lamp as well as hot body becomes equal, then the current at this condition is equal to the temperature of the hot body. There are three conditions which are observed in the filament. The first condition is the filament is too bright. This type of condition is happen when the brightness of the filament is greater than the brightness of the hot body. If we have to equalize the temperature, then what we have to done? We have to equalize the brightness of the filament is equal to the brightness of the hot body. For this purpose, we have to reduce the current. We have to reduce the current by adjusting the rheostat. Here, as we know that as per the Ohm's law, as the current is increases, the resistance value is decreases. Here we have to reduce the current, so we have to increase the value of the resistance till the both brightness of the filament equals the brightness of the hot body. Once the brightness are equal, then the current supplied to the filament is equal to the temperature of that hot body. Next, there is second condition is the filament is too dark. This type of condition is happen when the brightness of the filament is less than the brightness of the hot body. If we have to equalize the temperature, then what we have to done, we have to increase the current by decreasing the resistance. Once the both brightness of the filament is equal to the brightness of the hot body, then we can measure the temperature by directly observing the current flowing through the circuits. This is a second condition. And third condition shows that the filament has a equal brightness to the hot body. This type of condition is required to measure the temperature of the hot body. So this is the overall about the types of conditions which are observed in the filament. Next point is the advantages and disadvantages of the optical pyrometer. The first advantage is the temperature is measured without contacting the heated body. We already told that this type of optical pyrometer is a non-contact type because temperature measured by this pyrometer is very high, above the 700 degrees Celsius. At a 700 degrees Celsius, this temperature is very high. We cannot be touched or we cannot be give the instrument with physical contact with the body. It is a harmful to the human body as well as the instrument itself. So we cannot be directly contact with that body. This is the first advantage. The second advantage is that the optical pyrometer has a high accuracy. Now, what are the disadvantages? The first disadvantage is that the pyrometer is used for measuring the temperature having a temperature more than 700 degrees Celsius. This is the disadvantage because below than the 700 degrees Celsius we cannot measure the temperature by using the optical pyrometer. The second disadvantage is that the pyrometer is not used for measuring the temperature of clean gases. This is the second disadvantage of the optical pyrometer. Guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channels and also press the bell icon to get more notification on new videos. Thanks for watching.